And now back to Nemo Nation with Dave Nemo, Jimmy Mac, and of course, Madison with a T.
Oh my God, I'm so glad the microphone was off after what Dre just set off the air. Unbelievable! Disgraceful. Disgraceful. Well, it's the city of New Orleans and we are downtown, so there's a little bit of room to maneuver here. By the way, Dave, where are we right now?
We are at the Ernest M. Morial.
Not M.
Boy,
It's
you know,
not.
I do
It's
that
Ernest
wrong every time.
Nathan Morial. It's the
We're at
Dutchman.
Dutch's
the
house,
first
yeah.
African-American mayor of the city of New Orleans. The first elected representative of color who, after Reconstruction, is the first, judge. Come on, man. It's Dutch.
It's a heck of a convention center, too,
You
isn't
just
it?
screwed up Dutch's name. No, it's an amazing convention center, by the way. It really is. And
Really
Dave,
is.
Andre, and I, Dave,
On the Mississippi River.
This crazy man got here at 5:15 this morning, not at the convention center, at our studios. I'm driving up, it's like 20 after, Dre, and I'm like, come around the corner, and there's the white Subaru, and I went, oh yeah, and I get out the car, I just started screaming outside like a crazy person to see if he would he came running out. I was like talking like a homeless person, see if he'd come running out. He did.
Oh.
He did. Dave Nemo,
I had some
everybody.
Pop-Tarts.
Dave Nemo, everybody, 55 years on the road. We're over here at the Morial Convention Center because there's a wonderful conference happening, and we have a lot of great guests joining us. Would you care to do the honors of introducing the next one?
Jaspreet Singh is joining us. He is the Director of Product Management and the Transportation Cloud. And I've always wanted to talk to somebody who lives in the cloud. Good morning.
Good morning. Well,
Yeah.
I'm here. Definitely on Cloud 9 here at the convention
nicely
center.
There
done.
you
Nicely
go.
done,
And
by the
that
way.
was not rehearsed either. That's
Imagine
fantastic.
working a little Carol Churchill and George Harrison all into one really nice little movement. Well done. Well done. So this is going to sound crazy. We talk to a lot of over-the-road truck drivers. Our principal audience is men and women. I would say if we had a demographic, it would be owner-operators and what I call quality carrier drivers is the best way to kind of say who our sweet spot is, independent operators. Talk to them about why the cloud should be so important. Small business owners, why the cloud is so important to them.
I think the ease of use, right? Being able to access data easily. Right now, if you're getting a TMS, it can be very, very messy, large-scale systems that are difficult to implement. We're looking at putting solutions that are, for that small-scale carrier to be able to onboard themselves, self-service, be able to enable integrations and aspects. So I think that's really important. Transportation historically has been very fragmented. It's disconnected. Data from different systems need to be available in third-party systems. So the cloud is very important to be able to bring that centralized solution where people can access data many times, but it's available in a centralized space for them.
It's one of the best words ever invented for what it is. It really is, because it gives people a sense that it's omnipresent, it's above us. I mean, not really above us, but I mean, we understand the idea. But like I said, a lot of people exist in this space, a lot of men and women who know how to operate these rigs, who know how to do all this stuff. And some of them, the ones who want to make the next step to becoming owner-operators or up their game, often feel very disconnected. That's part of what your company does, right? I mean,
Yeah.
You guys actually, it isn't a matter of we'll take care of it. It's we will help you take care of you by giving you the system and then working with you to understand that. Did I get that right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we look at our smartphones, right? We have the accessibility, having the access in our hands. There's different solutions that have been put in our hands. We're connected to the cloud through that. We haven't been able to implement that in transportation. It's, you log in, you go sit on a computer, you do what you need to do. But we have lives outside of being into transportation. So you're not at your computer being able to access the data you need. You have a driver that's stranded and needs help. Being able to access that data off of your smartphone, that's key. That gives them the balance, the lifestyle that they want to be able to do, but still operate a quality company and be able to provide the service that they want to. So I think that's huge.
Dave, I really think it's going to be about pads, don't you? I mean, I don't know if you know this. Dre got his pad stolen out of his car about a week ago or so. But I'm wondering that difference between, do you feel like that these people can actually run it from their phone? I know I'm getting really practical here. There's other what I call more technical stuff to talk about, but there really is a sense that you guys really want these guys to be able to walk into a diner or a truck stop and sit down and run the whole thing.
I think running the whole thing is not the answer. I think there's running the whole thing will definitely still be a back office solution, but then being able to address critical things that come up as that thing is running, right? Things like my driver is stranded, I need to help them. There was some sort of alert, something is wrong with something. Being able to address those things are something that we want to bring into the hands of our customers, being able to have access to the data, which we haven't been able to do before because the data was disconnected. You had to be physically at that computer, physically logging in. Now with the cloud, all above us, right, that data is available. We just have to be able to build the tools for them to access that data.
I'm going to take a moment here because he's been dying to ask somebody who knows about data a question.
Yes.
Here it comes.
Is it data do or data does?
Oh, that's
In
a good
other words,
one.
is data, I've heard data, I used to say, well, the data tells us, and the data is a thing. But then I've been hearing data as a plural, like the data are, as opposed to the data is.
I think that's where that transition is happening. The data tells us because the data needs to be in one single place, but now the data from the action is that's where I think AI is coming to place, because you're going to have all of these agentic AI agents sitting around looking at that data model, and then be able to do things for you, which historically were manual, very, everybody had to get their hands in it. But imagine having your data in one place and then allowing companies like ourselves and other companies out there to build solutions that are AI based that it just happens. It's automated.
I tend to pull words out of conversations. I'm going to pull a word that you just said that I don't know what it is. Agentic. What is? I don't know that word.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Unpack it.
All right. And agentic. Now I'm really going to have to. Agentic is it's AI, artificial intelligence. That is the new wave of technology where things are going, and it's where the data is doing things, where we're writing software where it's agents, almost like this AI bot that will do things for you. From a Trimble perspective.
Oh, okay.
Get it? So it's taking the word agent and it's transforming it into an adjective.
I'll be doggone.
So that basically the AI has the same qualities of what you would be dealing with in regards to an agent, but it's acknowledging the fact that it's not saying the AI is your agent. It is saying it's agentic.
Does it still get 10%?
No, that's the point. but in a joking way, tell me if I'm wrong here. The idea that it's not your agent, but it is behaving in a way that an agent would behave. It's acknowledging the fact that it's AI, so it says agentic rather than saying your AI agent. It becomes the AI is behaving in an agentic way, if I understood the meaning correctly.
Yeah, so I mean the goal is that it's automating things that you have folks on your teams that are doing manually, and then able to do it in a more simplified, faster manner, so that
Like, oh, I guess I'm out of a job. Not if you do your job well. Not if you actually interact in a human factor. Not if you're actually out there making my case. We've been saying this. You won't lose your job to AI. You will lose your job to somebody who uses AI.
That's absolutely correct, and that's also a methodology that we hear internally, where we're starting to use AI a lot as we build the software and the solutions. And a lot of people are like, "Well, am I going to lose my job?" No. We need folks to do different things. I think the roles and the responsibilities of those people will change.
Well, and the other thing is too is that as AI solves problems, only thing solving a problem does is just force you to deal with the next problem.
Yep.
And that will be the next job. That's the thing, is the fact that it's like, oh yeah, now we can drive a car as opposed to ride a horse. I ain't got to feed the horse anymore. Yeah, but you got to fuel the car. Where do we get the fuel from? Next job opens, and on and on and on. We don't know. Is that the accelerated pace of all of this makes it so uncertain that people you almost can't plan for what's next, because what's next is happening so quickly in front of us, right?
Very quickly. Everything is moving very fast at this point.
How do you handle that? I mean, how do you handle the idea that you're basically accelerating to the point where if you slow down, your competition will outpace you, but there's a chance that we're all going so fast we hit the wall? I mean, I'm asking existentially, but there are real-life examples of this. How do you plan for it?
I think we slow down a little bit. We figure out what the actual industry problems are, what the unique customer perspectives are, and then put our tools to solve those problems. I think there's a wealth of knowledge within the Trimble domain for the various solutions that we provide. And stay really in touch with our customers. We can build as fast as we can, but if we keep going on that tangent and not touch back with our customers, that's when you're going to hit the wall. But we are constantly at events like this, engaging with our customers, partnering with our partners. We're not trying to build this all on our own. We realize that we're building AI. We have cloud solutions, but so do many other out there. But it's how we all work together to build a transportation ecosystem that our customers can leverage.
How am I doing on time, Phone Master Dre?
We are doing good. 5 minutes.
Okay, fantastic. Good, because this is Dave loves to pull words out. Here's my question I love to ask. Take me, not at the conference, we're having a great time here in New Orleans. Take me through an average day at work for you. What one day at work in Snapshot looks like.
Okay, so a lot of collaboration across different teams. So I'm really responsible for working across the our segment from a transportation. So I also work very closely with Abby. Abby was here just previously. You know, she's built her new Trimble TMS on Trimble Transportation Cloud. So my day is working with different product teams, understanding their problems because they're touching base with the customer saying, I want to be able to solve X, Y, Z. How do we approach that? I'm responsible for working with the engineering teams to say, okay, this is what this problem looks like. How do we architecture that? Do we have systems already in place that we can leverage? Because there's no point of building a system that's 80% already there. It's probably better just to improve that to be able to reuse systems and aspects, making sure that our engineering team is focused on those problems, working with partners on calls with them, like they have ecosystems, they want their data into our Trimble domains, they want Trimble data to go out to their systems, so making sure that the handshake between various industry leaders, where, you know, creating ecosystems and API designs and data models to share that data.
So basically, you have a route. If we're talking in trucking language, you have a route and a number of stops along that route. And every day you run that route, dropping off the information you need and picking up the information you need to deliver to the next place.
Yep.
I mean, that's essentially what you do. You're taking a 30,000-foot view and then moving back in to get to the specifics before moving back out, moving on to the next thing. I wanted to make sure I got that clear, by the way. You know, Dave and I have been talking about the data is, data are. And that, to me, feels like the idea of how, when you onboard a new customer, even when you're working with larger customers, do you explain this to them without it turning into a fire? I know the system itself is built to actually control the flow of information, but how do you onboard people and not have this turn into a fire hose?
It depends on the customer. You know, they obviously want to be able to have things come in, you know, quickly. They want to be able to leverage the data. How do I take advantage of those solutions? So I think we have to set their expectations. They obviously want it all immediately. How do I get it? You have those customers, and then you have other customers who are like, well, I don't want to completely rip and replace my ecosystem. I'm very happy with certain aspects, but how do I start leveraging some of this newer technology that you're building out? So, you know, we level set, we make sure we set clear expectations and work very closely with them as we put the solution out to them.
Thank you for understanding my question, by the way. Yeah. That's what it is. I mean, how do, you know, there's some people who want to give it to me now, and you're like, okay, wait. And there are other people who are like, don't break what I've spent a lifetime building. And there is a fear of that. That can happen. I mean, that it's like if you don't, this is why you need a partner that does this and don't just do this on your own.
Yeah.
Because you can break everything.
And we do have those scenarios as well, right? And one of the reasons that we're moving to the cloud is so that we can help support and scale their systems. Because historically, with our on-prem solutions, customers have gone into their own databases and ecosystems and manipulated stuff, and it's broken it for them. And then they come back to us and say, well,
we're out of time, Dave.
Okay.
We're out of time.
Next time you come on the show, I'm going to ask you a question.
All right. I look forward to it.
It's nice to meet you, by the way. Tell them the website for Trimble again.
Absolutely. It's trimble.com.
See? Really simple. Really
Very
easy.
simple.
Really simple.
Trimble.
With a view from the clouds, but her feet on the ground. We really enjoyed meeting you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We're going to take a really quick breather here for a second. Dave Nemo, Jimmy Mac, Phone Master Dre over here in the Ernest and Moriel Convention Center in the city of New Orleans. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I love this place, Dave. It really was nice to meet you. We're just saying our goodbyes. Good to see you.